Joining us now from Panama City, you just saw both of them in that video, Bay County Superintendent of Schools Bill Husfelt and school board member Ginger Littleton, who tried to stop the gunman by hitting him with her purse. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Harry.
Have you had a chance to digest this yet? Does this all feel like what happened yesterday was real?
It was very surreal, but we're slowly digesting it as we go. We're just going to take it a minute at a time right now.
I think surreal is the term that I'd have to use, yeah.
Ginger, I got to say, you know, there's this moment in the tape where you're starting to exit the room. It's clear to me you said, you know, something in your mind said, I got to take one shot at this guy. You go after him with your purse. You fall to the ground. Did you think at that moment your life was over?
Yes, I did. I knew that he had the gun right there. There wasn't anything I could do. My plan A was to try to get the gun away from him. Unfortunately, because I'm probably not smarter than the average bear, I did not have a plan B.
Boy. But do you know what it was inside you that said, I got to at least take a swing at this guy?
We were so vulnerable. Their shield was a 3-ring binder, and their lethal weapon was a ballpoint pen. They were lined up like ducks in a pond, and this guy was very scary. So I could either leave, and I knew something bad was going to happen. I could either leave and try to live with myself if it did, or go back and try to at least delay or divert until we could get some help.
Wow, Bill, there's the portions of this tape where you're really trying to communicate with Mr. Duke, trying to talk him down, as it were. As you looked him straight in the eyes, what did you think was on his mind?
He had that look that, you know, it's very hard to describe, but he knew what was going to happen. He told us he was going to die, and in many different ways told us we were going to die. And, you know, Ginger, we're all very close. She's been on the board for 8 years, and you know, we all work very well together, and so she was trying to help us, and you know, she was putting herself on the line for us. But when that didn't work, the only thing we had, like Ginger said, we didn't have anything. There was us and the desk there, and so, you know, we knew our safety officer was in the building. I'd already seen him, and we knew that everybody was calling 911, so the only thing we had was time to try to get, and we just tried to do everything we could to talk to him.
Yeah.
But he had that look in his eyes. He decided this was not going to end well.
He opens fire. I mean, he's pointing the gun right at you. As I looked at the tape, I'm trying to figure out, is he really trying to hit you, or is he just shooting?
He was as close to me as the camera is right here, and he was pointed right at me. And I'm just going to tell you, Harry, God blocked the bullet, and I'm not saying that facetiously. I really believe that. I knew that there was going to be somebody who was going to be killed in there, and he really had decided that he was going to die. I mean, there's no doubt, and Ginger saw it just a little bit of time she got to see him in there in the boardroom, but there's no doubt looking in his eyes, you know, there was going to be somebody was going to be killed, and you know, he'd made it very clear that he wanted to kill me and the rest of us in there, and so I don't think he was trying to miss. I believe what I said, and I think that that's what his intent was from the very beginning.
Wow. And then your safety officer comes in, begins to take fire, you know, shoot at and Mr. Duke. You know, unless he comes in at the time that he comes in, I guess maybe this would have had a completely different ending.
Mike Jones is our safety officer. He's a retired police detective with the local police department. He's the hero in all this, and you know, I can't say enough. His timing was perfect. He wanted to make sure we were safe and everything was fine. The minute he heard that first shot, though, he came in, and you know, he was trained to wait for backup, but he knew once that first shot was fired, he didn't have time to wait anymore, and so he came in. And if you notice in the video, I'm sure you've seen the video. He kept shooting, and Mike started shooting at him, and that's when he turned. And I'm going to tell you, it's by the grace of God. You tell me how somebody wasn't shot in there besides him.
Wow.
I mean, you know, you can use whatever excuses you want, but there's no doubt in my mind that there was a lot of protection going on in there. But Mike Jones is definitely a hero to all of us.
Mike was magnificent. He did everything right.
Wow. Ginger and Bill, thank you both very, very much. What a saga in the last 24 hours, and the tape just, it really is extraordinary. And there are a lot of people, I'm very sure, are very thankful that all of you managed to survive this thing. Thank you very much for taking the time to tell your stories. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.